Welcome back in, everybody. Sorry. Hi, everyone. Sorry, my mind's a million mile away. And I know all of this will come back on me, but I don't care. He's a liar. He's a little snake. He works behind the scenes. And you know what he doesn't think? You know, every time he tells somebody something, right? That person, if they've got nothing to hide, comes straight to me and says, "Is this happened? Was this said? Was that said?" Do you know what I'm saying? So everybody's not sneaky like certain people is. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm evil. And you're in here watching us. Wait there, baby. Where have you gone? Big up, mine. Thank you, me baby. Wait there. I'm just looking for that. Where's that comment gone? About me being evil. Mods, find that comment and can you just pin it for us a second? Don't block it. Just, oh, there. I found it. Hubba bubba. I'm evil. Well, I can't have you sitting in an evil life, baby. Off you pop. And have a nice Easter. I don't want to mess with anybody's emotions. And you're saying it's a storyline, Frankie going to Alex's. No, listen. Enough's enough and everybody gets played, and I promise you it ain't definitely ain't no storyline. But like I say, I'll cop for this, but do you know what's the matter? Because people are seeing right through them, are speaking up about them. Whatever is going on, mods, anybody that's calling me a liar or doing anything, I know I don't usually think, but one thing I'm not is a fucking liar. And for Angie to sit and say that, everybody knows, I swear on my kids' lives, listen, I don't know anything about this. Frankie's come into my life, but I was on the phone with Frankie and I was raging when he said that he'd been telling him that my comments was vile about Frankie. Everybody in here loves Frankie. And if it's come from anywhere, it's come from trolls if I haven't seen it. Because the minute there'd be any bad comments about Frankie, they'd be blocked, muted and gone. Right? I like Frankie, I like Amy, and nobody's stirring the shit in here. Whatever's going to go on with Frankie and Alex, I know nothing about it. But with Frankie coming in here, I promise you that's on my kids' lives. That's no setup, no nothing. And I'm sick of sitting back watching all these women getting bullied because he can say whatever he wants to me. I don't care. I really do not care. But enough is enough now. Like I said, they call Angie's place the cult. That's the cult we all looking at. We're watching things happening in plain sight and they're hiding behind his master manipulating ways. He gaslights everybody. He's a narcissist. He does everything. Well, do you know something? Don't keep going on and saying that what comes to light, what you do in the light comes, whatever the saying is. Don't keep saying that because everything you're saying, these snidey little comments, it's all about yourself. It's all about yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody cares about you no more. Nobody cares about you no more. When you do anything behind the scenes, and I said to Frankie, the next time he says anything about me, come directly to us, and then I will answer the question. I caused all of this. No, Alex did by being sly, being very sneaky, being underhanded with his stonewall fart while he's scratching his cods with his frilly doors and 3 years in a knit. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what caused it, through underhanded, sneaky people. Not me. Don't come and say I caused this. Because why is he sitting on an app all day, every day, arguing with women? Fighting the good cause. Why is he doing that all day? Isn't he a young man fit? Why can't he go to work? I waited till I was like there just short of 59 to give my work up, and I might still go back to it, come to that. But he isn't. All he's good for is sitting in that little box room, scratching his cods, poking his hands down them frilly drawers, seeing if he can find that little knit amongst them 3 hairs. That's all that he's good for, and he's a bully in the bargain. He's a proper bully boy. That's what Alex Brigham is, a bully boy. And if my account goes down, it goes down. And I'm glad people are finally waking up and seeing what he is. And shame on you women that's allowing him to keep going. For all he doesn't bully. Now, he's watched Donna for days. You can see she's broken. And all she wants him to do is stop cam-2ing her, stop speaking about her, and stop having the digs, block each other and move on. Don't play each other. But he's going around. He's being that much of a sneak. He's going to EQ, who he can't stand. And he's cam-2ing Donna through EQ. He cam-2's me directly. But when I insult you, don't be offended. Don't play the mental health card. You said you were going to absolutely destroy Fraser's mental health because he was easy pickings. Don't you play on the mental health card no more. You're basically the schoolyard bully. Fact. Stonewall facts. Stonewall facts. And I think, my opinion, I think you shut Stacey down. I am going to say that. Why did she jump in Top Girl's box and say she has sent them? She come in and said, answer your WhatsApp gossip. You are worse than anybody for gossip on here. You love the gossip. But I believe, in my opinion, you shut Stacey down. Where Stacey gone? She's off the app, but she's going to be absolutely bounced on for telling lies when she comes back. And you're going to allow that to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Not a good look. Big Sausage comes to mind like an absolute tatey. I don't know. But yes, I agree with everybody who's saying I hope the real you shines through. Your mask is slipping. It is slipping. And you know when you lost control the other night, that was the signs of it come out when you told Fraser you were going to absolutely destroy his mental health because he was easy pickings. And that's what you think any woman is, easy pickings, vulnerable. And when they're at the most vulnerablest, when they're in that way with the self and like questioning their own sanity and everything, bang, he pounces and he goes for it. Do you know what I'm just saying? I found out who she is, also trying to get confirmation of who my sister is on the app. Yes, I know, but you know when you're in the moment, you don't realise you're sort of blindsided. You know how I'm saying Angie's is the cult, right? He is a cult. And he's slowly but surely collecting all these people that's going out and collecting more people. And he makes them believe. He made me believe. He's made Donna believe. He made Angie believe. Then he made us look like we were going mad. We were telling lies. We were the ones that wasn't right in the head. And it was all our fault. And he's absolutely amazing at what he does. Do you know what I'm saying? He's absolutely amazing at what he does. But his mask is slipping now. It really is slipping. He could be a politician. I can read that word. Davo, somebody else has mentioned that, Davo. No, listen, Kells, you're not getting in the box, but don't block her. Just leave her. She's not getting in the box. He's a master manipulator. And he'll be like a baba, you know him who doesn't go behind the scenes. When anything's not going his way, you just watch the things that will happen. And he'll say, well, of course I was going to get the blame. He knows fine well what he's doing. Just you watch, because he's going to be like a little spoiled child now, chucking his little rattles off the bed. He's going to be like a spoiled child because he's finally getting showed for who he really is. He knew exactly what he was doing when he's sitting Angie's all that time and took so many of her supporters. He sat in Donna's that time, took so many of her supporters. He sat in my that time, took so many of my support. He's not an idiot. Far from it. Far from it. He knows exactly what he's doing. And think about what he's done. He goes into cardboard cutouts. She's backward though. He's going into cardboard cutouts and he sends treasure chests. What do people do? You get the chance to options to folly. When you send the treasure boxes, you get the option to folly. He's taken it, say years too. But again, Dem can't see it. But it's fine. It's fine. It's happened to each and every one of us. So there's no qualms in my brain. I know you haven't got the best of brains, that he'll do it to her next. No qualms whatsoever. Oh, he's very calculated. Very calculated. But it's fine. But anyways, listen, let's get back on with the videos. And I'll tap myself in there. So
that was about Angie's polyps. Someone said, what do you think she should do?
Hello.
Can I just say, people are forgetting about what people say, back to me. Yeah, every action is a reaction. So people say things to me, they talk on my trauma, I talk on their trauma. It's that simple. But however, this is nothing to do with AB. This is to do with Miss Red and AB. Hello?
Take it. Angie, sorry. What's wrong, Angie?
I was just going to say, this is to do with Miss Red and AB, nothing to do with me in some ways. But however, he's saying about her sending this message. I would still do the same with yourself, Luke. With Miss
I messaged you.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying, because we're not like you, AB, where you wish people unalived.
No, that was bad of him to say, Angie. That was bad.
He tells him to get a bridge. We don't do anything like that. And listen, I may say things out of anger. We all do. Do I mean them half the time? No. But however, people speak on my trauma as well. I go back at people, and that's how it is. You are so obsessed with me, AB. I don't really give a shit about you if you were never on this planet again. Let's off and leave me alone. You're a weirdo. That's all I'm going to say.
Thank you.
And I wish nothing better. The fact that he says, I hope it gets worse, what I've got, I wish that on you, love. I really do wish it on you. Karma will get you, AB.
Well, there you go. So he wished it on her first, and then she's gone back with it. And think about it, when you've got them polyps down below, the worst thing that can happen, it can turn to cancer. That's the next step. They're either polyps or they've gone to cancer. So that's what he wished on her. So there, the comments was right. He said it first, and then she's gone back at him.
I just don't believe two wrongs make a right by saying that. That's just who I am. That's what I believe.
I agree, Luke.
I don't believe two wrongs make a right. So I think people should just walk away. People have
I agree with Luke. None of them should have said it.
Friendship. Oh, here we go.
Person on this platform that's trying to bring Miss Red.
Piss off, evil queen.
Right. So that was... Fuck, which one was that one? I've just played it. Was that one? What's this?
There's something seriously wrong with the way this keeps playing out. Someone says something out of line, but instead of holding that person accountable, the attention shifts. And suddenly the person being targeted takes the fall. And right now, it's happening again. Miss Red is once again in the firing line. But let's ask the real question. Why? Because the moment her name gets mentioned, whether it's in a post, a comment, or an argument, people flood in. Views go up, engagement spikes, and that's exactly the point. This isn't about accountability anymore. It's about attention. It feels like people are watching her every move, waiting for something, anything they can twist, reshape, or use to change the narrative and pull in more eyes. And it keeps happening again and again and again. But we need to stop for a second and actually think, who really said the wrong thing? Because it wasn't Miss Red. So why is her name the one being dragged, dissected, and debated? I genuinely hope she's okay, because no one deserves to be put under that kind of constant scrutiny for something they didn't even do. So maybe it's time we shift the focus back to where it actually belongs. Not on Miss Red, but on the people responsible for what was said in the first place. There's something seriously wrong with the way this keeps playing out.
Good point. What is this? I'm playing a couple of these now, and then we'll get back to it.
A certain creator keeps asking for people to Google what gaslighting is. So here it is. Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation where a person or group makes someone question their own sanity, perception of reality, or memories. Gaslighting usually isn't a one-time event. It's a pattern of behavior used to gain power and control. They blatantly lie, claim denial, challenge your memory, trivialize your feelings, and shift blame. It works because it starts slowly. A small lie here or a slight dismissal there doesn't seem like much, but over time, it erodes a person's self-trust.
Sorry, everybody.
Eventually,
I'm trying.
The victim may stop relying on their own judgment and start relying entirely on the gaslighter for the truth. The truth. A certain creator keeps asking for people to Google.
I don't understand what that was about. This is our lady whistle down.
Dear gentle listeners, so the drama is still going on. Alex and the delusive one are still at war.
Oh, bloody heck is like I've nearly knocked my brains out.
A certain creator keeps asking for people to...
Fucking hell.
Dear gentle listeners, so the drama is still going on. Alex and the Delusive one are still at war. But I will say, Delusive wishing the big C on someone is the lowest of the low. And all I could hear is that little Jack Russell, Toxic, on cam 2 in the background, spouting and spewing his normal obscenities. What a pair those two make. You two do realize that all the time you're cam-2ing other people and talking bad on them, the more support and followers they are gaining. I feel everyone is hating on anyone who is doing better than they are on here, and that to me is crazy. If you all worked together, it would be a much nicer place to be. It's funny to me, though, that when people misbehave on here, and they get offended when I call them out, I find that hilarious. I will call you out each and every time, and I really do not care if you like it or not. It will not deter me. You call me biased when I call out who you support, but when I call the others out, you keep quiet.
Get your heart moving.
Make that make sense. And finally, if you think for one moment I am here to make friends, you are very much mistaken. Until next time, yours truly, Lady Whistledown of TikTok.
So, Lady Whistledown's just said there she shouldn't have commented on something. There must be another one. I haven't seen it, but we'll play that. We'll play it tomorrow anyways, because people were coming in the chat, Lady Whistledown, and saying Angie had said it to him first. It hadn't. Angie had wished that what Angie's going checking for, she's got the polyps down below. She has to have them removed because the next step for them is cancer. Anyways, so he wished it onto her, so that's how come she's gone back, and which I said none's right. Nobody should be ever wishing that on anybody. So, but one was as bad as the other. Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nice, but anyway, that's what happened. So, we're going up to here, so that's saying part 2. Is it this
after a disabled...
Oh, this is the whole, Dirt's Battle. Does everybody want to, I'll sit and just talk. I'll leave the videos. I can't even come off live. Does anybody want to just sit, go across to Dirt, and then I'll go and have a quick puff of me granny? It doesn't make it okay, but DA has wished it on. Listen, and I've just said that. I don't agree with anybody ever wishing that on anybody. I don't agree with it. I'm sorry. So, does anybody want to go across and watch Dirt in a battle? If yous do, so it's Bert and Ralph. She's wished it back, and the people... I've just said I don't condone... Whenever it's happened, whenever it happens in the future, I do not condone anything. I don't condone anything. So whoever would like to go across there, and that's my manager, anybody as well looking for a manager, she's best on the app. If you can go and give our Bert a little folly and tap the screen or send a hammy or just do a little something, it would be much appreciated. I'll leave this for a few minutes. Oh, I can play this in, and then I'll end it at 7 o'clock. I can run to the toilet, have a little puff of me granny. Do you know what I'm saying? So can everybody just tap the frig out the screen? And if you haven't, get your heart maze in. Yes, they're all going over, my Lee. I'll stop what I'm doing.